Donald Glover and Maya Erskine star in the new take of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, in which two strangers with some sort of government, military or spy background are paired together into a marriage, where they conduct missions together and form a more than professional relationship. This new take on Mr. and Mrs. Smith, also co-created by Donald Glover, is the best version of the concept and one of the best new shows in some time. At its core, this is a spy show with action and thrills anyone familiar with the genre will recognise. The characters sneak around, they watch from a distance, they avoid guards, go undercover and lie to people. They engage in car chases, shootouts, kung fu fights and more. As a spy show, it works very well, offering plenty of action and blood-pumping thrills throughout, even if the scenarios aren't always the most original ever conceived. What separates this show from other spy genre shows and movies out there is the central relationship at the core of the show that's given a lot of focus. This is primarily a romance show of sorts and an exploration of an unconditional relationship, one that starts as a professional relationship and then blossoms into, let's say, more. It's a very smart show too, with plenty of ideas and a good focus on larger themes and issues. There's some great commentary in there. The characters discuss big topics, the show pokes and prods at debates, all while maintaining the entertaining spy element throughout. Little of this would work if it weren't for the lead performances. Donald and Maya are fantastic, with great chemistry with one another. They do a good job at bringing their characters to life, each with their own backstories, secrets, agendas, fears, paranoia and more. The show manages to put focus on each of the characters in a nuanced way. They feel like real people, and they are full of depth and detail. The most disappointing part of the show is the establishment of a larger mystery and the overall story frame in the events and episodes. For the most part, this is an adventure of the week procedural style show. That's fine. The mystery that forms the larger arc isn't always explored at or hinted at as much as it could have, and it doesn't crescendo very well either, primarily because it's setting up a potential second season. This means that it isn't always clear what the main story is actually about, beyond the burgeoning relationship between the two leads, and the mystery itself isn't always presented as such, nor is it given a lot of time to be truly intriguing. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is a very good, very smart, very well acted show. Its spy tropes and overarching story aren't the most satisfying or original things ever, but the cast and the central relationship are fantastic, as are the action and the espionage scenes. At the very least, this is a fun show, and you might actually learn a thing or two as well.